Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So you guys can't tell, but we're having smoothies because we're hungry and we didn't eat this entire day. So we just decided to just have smoothies while we film this video. Okay. And so I'm laughing because it's been a while. Yes, it has been a while. It's been a while. What do you have to say first? I just feel like, so in this video we're basically just going to be catching up with you guys on a lot of things. I don't even think it's a live update rather than it is a catch up. Yeah, because I think that the last time we posted a video and now we're completely different people. I would say went through life-changing experiences. Yeah, we're not even dressed the same, guys. Like, we didn't even plan it. What are you thinking? No, I don't know what to say. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I feel like the smallest things say we're not dressed the same. We're dressed differently. I think more than anything, there's been a major transition in our lives where our relationship is concerned, and I think that because our work is based, so not based, but is somewhat based on our relationship, I think that it did cause a lot of yes, like there's a major difference now in terms of how we work, in terms of our we've also learned how to separate our work relationship to our actual personal relationship. And I think that it's been hard. It's been very difficult, but I don't think it's anything bad. I don't think it's anything negative. Yeah, but I think it's growth. Yeah, it's a lot of growth, and obviously growth is uncomfortable. Yeah, and I think that we've been more expressive of what we want as individuals, more so than we would want for us as a pair, because I think that people would always ask this, like, if you say, oh no, we like the same thing, and then someone would be like, no, like there's one of you guys who's probably just abiding, always appeasing. And I feel like now we do less appeasing, which is also it is a problem right now, because we realize that we literally don't agree on anything. We don't agree. We like different things. Everything is almost everything is different, and I feel like everything is different. Everything, like we literally so like that's what we realized. So even I don't know, I think that's the major thing. And I feel like obviously we're trying to learn how to do things with our differences, because we did start with wanting the same things or thinking that we want the same things, and now we're realizing that we actually want a lot of different things. Yeah, I think we've also realized something as simple as we're not going to be living together. So now we have to move out of this place. Now if we're living in separate places, we can't really share cars. So it's almost like a rebirth. And the reason why I say rebirth, it's almost like we are starting over as who we are. So because we didn't give ourselves a chance. We didn't give ourselves a chance to be who we actually are. So now Anis is becoming who she is, and I'm becoming who I am. Yeah. And I think that it's very frustrating, because now I have to learn how to not pay our rent, but to pay for my own rent. Now I have to learn not to pay for our car, but to pay for my own car. And now I think that what that does is you almost need to take a step back, and you need to realize what you want. And then that also means we may need to have two separate incomes. So that means Anissa may have to do things on her own. So if she makes more money than me, it's just life. And if I make more money than her, then that's just life. And I think now, instead of living life equally, we're just trying to live life differently. Yeah. And I think it just puts us in a position where we can be the best people we can be. And I think that when she's happy and she's doing something that makes her extremely happy, then she's the best person to me, and vice versa. If I'm happy and I'm doing everything I can to be happy for myself, then I can be the best person to her. And I think there's been a lot of accommodating in our lives ever since we've been children. There's been a lot of accommodation, and I think that comes from when you're twins, people are going to compare you guys. They're going to say, oh, she's shorter, she's taller, she's the chubbier twin, she's the skinnier twin, she's the sexy one, she's the cute one. Okay, that one affected me the most. Okay, no, I understand. Okay, no. But like it's different things like that. But at the same time, people are gonna say, oh, Asanele has sex appeal, and then people are gonna say, Anis is the beautiful one, and I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. That the only thing that people find attractive about me is appeal, and then people will instantly see you, and then it's like there's no winning. I can't want what she has, and she can't want what I have, because the reality of it is, you're just always gonna be different, and I think we've learned how to embrace those differences. Yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot. It's fine. See, it's fine. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, I think that for me the most difficult part about where we are right now is being willing to start over. It's almost like, okay, now what do we do? Like, what's the way forward? Is it like, do we throw everything away and start over, or do we build on what we have? But then does that depend on who's happier, who wants this, who wants that? Like, it's so hard, and for me it just sucks. Well, it doesn't suck because it's just this is our experience, and that's your experience, and it's my experience at the same time. Yeah, and I feel like it's almost like we don't know the way forward, and we just have to take that leap of faith and just grade one. That's exactly what it's like, and it's so frustrating because it's almost like you're starting over, but you're not starting over. And oh my gosh, it's just it just stresses me out a lot, but I feel like it just has to be done, because ultimately this is where things were heading. Yeah, I think another thing that affected our work, I don't think it affected our work, but I think that it has affected our, like, not, I don't want to say affected, because I think sometimes when you say affected, it comes with a negative connotation. But I think another thing that's played a role is that I think we don't spend a lot of time together. Yes, which is something that was always the case. We were always in each other's faces. We were always together. We were always together. And I think that caused for us to want the same thing, do the same thing, like. It got to a point where I was going to the gym and she wasn't going to the gym. Whereas last year or 6 months ago, that would have been a big problem. Yeah. For example, you know. So I think we've learned how to do things differently, and I think that also came with us spending a lot of time apart. And I think us spending time apart gave us the opportunity to figure out what we want and what we don't want, and realizing that, you know what, if I had my own apartment, my furniture wouldn't look like this, and everything is compromised. And yes. I think that it's like, even the way our apartment looks, it's like what it would look like if we were to live together. But then we realize, okay, no, I don't like white is not my color. And you're also like, well, I also don't like white, I think I like velvet, or just more things that are more out there. And I would like, yes, you know. And I feel like we've just always tried to meet each other. It's not that one is happier or one has their way. It's more about us finding the middle that we may both be happy at, but at the same time, like, when do we get what we do want? When do we get what we both truly want? And I feel like that's the difficulty. And I think that yes, I agree with the fact that you said that we spend a lot of time apart. Like it's like cooking, like, I don't want to eat that, and like, I don't want to eat that either. Like, what do we do? Like, it's so hard. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so difficult. I feel like certain things you should really deal with when you are in a relationship. Yeah, and I think it felt like we were in a romantic relationship. Yes, whereas if my person doesn't want to eat something, then maybe I won't mind compromising. Yeah. But if it's my sister, then it's a bit more difficult to be like, okay, it's fine. I don't want to be like, okay, it's fine. Whereas my person will always have me have my way. She'll be like, oh, it's fine, I don't care, you decide, I don't care. But with us, it's almost like it's these two big personalities, and we realize that we just want different things. So I think that that's what we want to incorporate on our channel as well. Like, a lot of what we've become for the past maybe 6 months or so. Yeah. And we want our differences to show. And yeah, I think more than anything, our biggest fear right now is I think the reality of it is, you don't ever want to take for granted what's helped you get where you are. I think that the fact that we are twins obviously has played a major role in like our success, and like, I mean, you guys are like, we've had so much support, and I think, I don't know what it would be like if we weren't twins, you know, but also I don't want to take for granted that it is. And I think that my fear is we may find ourselves in a position where we could maybe not be working together, or in a position where we don't have a YouTube channel anymore together. But I think that the reality is there are still going to be things that we do enjoy together. Maybe having YouTube is going to be something we enjoy together, or creating content together is going to be something we enjoy together. So I think that it used to be a fear for me, but I think that, I don't know how you feel about it obviously, but I guess that's something that we're gonna have to talk about. And I think like getting a lot of your guys' messages, and you guys were concerned like what's happening, you guys still on YouTube. I don't think that we would ever just leave without saying if we're leaving, or without communicating it, because I think that the reality of it is there's two of us, and we don't have a choice but to communicate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think, not that I don't have anything to add to what you said. I completely agree with what you said. And I feel like, yeah, I do think that it is somehow leading to us not even working together. But obviously there are things that we would enjoy doing together.
But that's what your therapist said.
Yeah, she said we need to find, she said something along the lines of, we need to find, well, it's almost like maybe let's say the only thing we did do together was work, then we'd have to figure out what are the other things that we do enjoy doing together. So like, what is it? 10. Oh, sorry.
It's really hard, but yeah, it's fine. I'll wait for it. Sorry.
Okay, so like she said, we would somehow have to figure out what those things are that we do enjoy together, if we don't end up doing things together. And maybe it doesn't have to be work, even though I do think it would be work, because I think we value each other's input and each other's opinions. So yeah. No, but anyway, I think that obviously it's very frustrating for me, and I'm sure it's frustrating for you guys as our subscribers to...
Why is it frustrating for you?
It's frustrating for me that we're going through these ups and downs. We keep taking these breaks. It's frustrating for me, and it's never anything we plan. I think that's the worst thing. It's one thing you're like, let's take a break, let's take a 2-week break or a month break, and you feel so guilty because you see all the other content creators and they don't take it, and they don't take any breaks, and they get so much hype for that, and which is great. Like, I really like, I applaud those people. I don't know how they do it,
but at the same time, we're 2 people.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. The fact that there's 2 of us makes it very difficult. One day I'm probably not okay, I'm anxious, or I'm feeling depressed, and then on the other day she's not okay and she's going through whatever it is that she's going through. And it's vice versa. It's like our mom used to say, when we'd go to the hospital, when one of us would be admitted at the hospital, the moment the one who was admitted is discharged, the one would be going in, and it just creates this space, or this aura of not getting things done, because it becomes a cycle. And I think that's the biggest thing, is because there's 2 of us, you have to consider that not both of us are going to be on all the time. Not both of us are gonna, like, it's almost like you wish that that's how things happen, but it's not how things happen. But I guess to an extent, there are certain advantages that we have as there being 2 of us that other people don't have, you know.
To count our blessings.
You need to count your blessings, you know. But I think the biggest thing is we do struggle a bit with that, with staying consistent, because there is 2 of us. I think that, like, last year I would say there was a time when we were very consistent on YouTube and posting on Instagram and everything, and I think that's because we were just on all the time. And then I think that's what caused, I would say, me to crash, when I had to,
I'm just going.
I was just going. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't feeling, I wasn't like whatever. And it was just I was just on all the time. And then it got to a point where our management had to put us off work for 2 weeks, because it just wasn't working anymore. So that's another thing. Like, being true to your emotions does help, but it does suck that our job does require us to seem like we're on all the time.
It's almost like this would be so much easier if, like, we knew who we were. And obviously I'm not saying you don't know yourself, or I don't know myself, but I think that when you're getting to know yourself, it's like these are the crucial years of our lives. Like, this is who you're becoming. This is you're basically shaping yourself. And it's almost like, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine because this is exactly what's happening. Like the drama and the commotion it caused. Like you're dealing with your own things, I'm dealing with my own things now, and our jobs. Like honestly, being a content creator, being a social media person, whatever it is, like you are yourself. You're yourself. You can't do less than you, or you can't do more than you.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some people, it's like they evolve, and they evolve as they go, and there's no one telling them, oh, go, don't you think? Oh, you actually just be it. And I feel like for us, it's like that's why this is happening now. It's because you're becoming yourself and I'm becoming myself, and it's like they're not meeting. It's not meeting now. We're coming apart now. It's over. Like we're not children. We're not 18, 19, 20 years old anymore. We actually are deciding, like, do you want to have children? Do you want to get married? Where do you want to stay? Where would you see yourself staying? What kind of car?
When do you want to buy property?
Yes. What kind of car do you see yourself driving? Like we're at that age now. We're not playing. We're not accommodating each other. And I think that for other people it just happens gradually because they realize it by themselves. But with us, it's almost like, whoa, wait.
There was a lot of influence.
Yes, like, whoa, wait. I don't think I like the car that we're driving right now. Like jealous. But it's like now I'm saying, am I offending you? Not that I said, no. But am I offending you by saying I don't think I like that car? Am I offending you by saying I don't think I like where we stay? I'm offending you by saying, oh, I think I see myself living in a more this kind of area than this kind of area. It's like that's what we did. We've accommodated each other to a point where
we've accommodated our crazy.
Yes, we've blurred everything. Everything's blurred, and I think that we're just redoing. Taking steps back and redoing. Taking steps back and redoing.
No, I know. I agree with that. I think that the biggest thing that I think, like, I wouldn't say ruined our relationship, because I think that obviously there are certain things that I think we are great at where our relationships constant. I think we're very open, but I think with that openness there's no a cost stop. Like I understand everything. She understands my crazy and I understand her crazy. That's how open we are. We blurred boundaries. We don't call each other out. Like as much as you guys would like Anissa said she saw a tweet, not on Twitter by the way, we just lurk, but Anissa said she saw a tweet in my phone. Okay. As I said, she saw a tweet where someone commented, oh, Sobekwa twins are they're so nice to each other. Like if she interrupted, like, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Oh, did you want to speak? Oh, did you? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's as much as it looks polite and it looks great, it looks sweet and it looks, but it just goes to show the level of overthinking and accommodating that happens between the two of us, because you're not just being now. You're thinking, did I offend you? Did I not offend you? You're not living for yourself only. You're living for someone else. And it's so true. Thinking for someone else as well. It's like we wake up tired every day. Like and we don't consider that these things. It's like just thinking the whole time for someone else and living for someone else. And not that like it's like we don't like each other for it, but I think it did cause a major dysfunction in our relationship. And I think we got to a point where we realized our relationship is so dysfunctional and it looks so great on camera because you guys see the glimpses of it, but with these things, behind the scenes, it's so bad. And I think that's that's what spending time apart has helped us with, is learning that. Like I remember there was a time where Anita was mad at me, but when I left you.
Was I mad at you?
You were mad at me because I wasn't here, but you couldn't help yourself, but you were mad.
But
you knew you couldn't be mad at me, but she was mad that I wasn't here. But she wasn't mad at me, she was mad that I was not here, and
you left me,
that I left her. And it's like, hey boo. It's not anything bad. That's like, it's sweet, yes, but
it can be crazy.
It can be crazy. It really can be crazy. Like if Annalisa's leaving, for example, and she's out with her person, and I'm like, oh well, I used to be like that, but I'm like that. I'm like, oh well, you're having fun without me. Like that's how it used to be, but now it's like we have to get used. Like we have to get used to like just living different lives. And I think the biggest thing is relationships did cause that for us. Like when I was in a relationship, which was a long time ago, I think we were very like being in a relationship forced us to become individuals. I think that her being in a relationship, I think I'm grateful for that. Like, not that it's anything more or whatever, but I think I'm grateful for the fact that you're in a relationship right now and you're like in a committed, like a long-term relationship. I think it's helped me separate us two, because I don't think if you didn't have your person, I would get you. But even so, I feel like there was a time where I feel like we were both in a relationship with your person, because it's like they were dating, the both of us. It's just it's a mess, it's a mess, it's a mess, it's a mess. But yeah, like it's just a lot of undo. But you see, now I used to constantly be the third wheel. I always used to be there with Anilis. There was a time when Asa wanted me there, and there was times Asa didn't want me there. And now it's almost like you learn how to balance. Your favorite word now is balance. Everything just needs to balance, and right now we're just trying to find the balance. And obviously I think we are, I don't think, I feel like I'm talking a lot, sorry.
No, it's fine. You see, now that's crazy. Just speak.
Okay, but anyway, like, I don't think we want to make promises and say, guys, we're gonna be consistent, we're gonna be,
because we don't know.
Because we don't know. Our lives are just so unpredictable. If this was my channel and this was her individual channel, then I would say, okay, I'm gonna hold myself accountable for whatever it is that happens. But there's two of us, and it does make it a bit difficult to decide, because at the end of the day, I don't know how she's gonna be feeling when I'm great, and she doesn't, and I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling when she's great and I'm not. It just causes chaos. But I'm still grateful for my life. Yeah.
Yes.
Gratitude is everything.
I feel like I spoke a lot. There's nothing wrong. Like, what the hell? Yeah, so guys, like, I think that's our little 2 cents on everything. And what we have been trying to do is we have been trying to create content so that if we do go away, we do have a backlog of content, so that we can at least look like we're consistent, even though we're not being consistent. Because we do understand how frustrating it can be for our supporters and everyone who wants to watch our videos. Yeah, I can understand that it's frustrating to be on and off, or to feel like there's going to be a sense of consistency and there isn't. So that's something that we are trying to consider, because we do think that it's not just about us, it's about our subscribers as well. Yeah, exactly. I think also it can come across as very disappointing, and I think the last thing we'd want to be is disappointing. But I think yeah, this time is just very crucial for us to have a level of selfishness towards ourselves, but also it's almost like there needs to be a line, and we just need to create a balance. And I guess that comes with maybe us creating so much content that we can post it as consistently as we can to just meet you guys halfway, and hopefully you guys can meet us halfway as well. And please don't, guys, these messages of why did we leave YouTube, they stress me out, because I'm like, should we leave YouTube? What if people are like not like into us anymore? Yes, because obviously we've been gone for too long.
I think this is the longest we've been gone since we came back last year, actually. Yeah, but yeah, guys, I think we're excited to create content. Like, we're always going to be excited to create content. I just think life just happens to get in the way with everything, and it does get in the way of everything. We'll take breaks from the gym. The one thing we hardly take breaks from is just our eating. We just always eat clean and healthy, but we'll take breaks from the gym, we'll take breaks from a lot of things. It's not just content creation, and it just becomes a time of just reflection, you know. But we'll really do our best. Like, I don't want to make that promise again, guys, we're gonna be back, and then I don't want to do that again. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that again. So I think, yeah, I just think we're definitely gonna do our best, and that's all a person can do, is their best. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So that's it from us. We hope you guys enjoyed this catch-up session, like a mini catch-up session. Yeah. I was worried that the video was gonna be 10 minutes, because I remember this one time when we hadn't posted in a long time, someone was like, "You, if you did 10 minutes, got a winning session." So yeah, I'm glad the video is a bit longer. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope that it left you guys feeling a bit better where we're concerned. That's it from us and today's video. And yeah, I completely agree with everything us and they said, that we don't want to do this thing of we back and then we gone and then we back and then we gone. Like, I think it's annoying. I think it puts us in an awkward position, and we start to feel uncomfortable, then we start pushing it away and running away from
actually filming, and I think that
it creates anxiety.
Yes, it just is.
There's an uneasiness.
Yes,
there.
it makes it awkward and uncomfortable. And to see the DMs, like, do you all respond? Well, then I didn't respond to the other one. Should I respond? It's just, I just don't like it. I think I don't want to deal with that again. Yeah. So yeah, that's it with our video. Please like this video if you did enjoy it, and comment whatever it is that you're thinking.
Yes.
And yeah.
And subscribe, guys.
Yes,
Please.
I forgot that one.
See? Thanks so much.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Thank you for watching.
thank you for
guys.
watching.